rich countries, and then in poor countries to enable their economies, you need dramatic increases even beyond that.
Bill Gates is an American business magnate, founder and former chairman and CEO of Microsoft, philanthropist and author. He was a major entrepreneur of the microcomputer revolution of the 1970s and 1980s. From 1995 to 2017, he held the Forbes title of the richest person in the world every year except from 2010 to 2013. In 2016, Barack Obama honored Bill and Melinda Gates with the Presidential Medal of Freedom for their philanthropic efforts. In 2021, Bill Gates was nominated at the 11th Annual Streamy Awards for the crossover for his personal YouTube channel. In 2022, Bill Gates received the Halal-e-Pakistan's second highest civilian award for their social work in the country.
We want air conditioning to work, and unfortunately the solar and wind, which will play a gigantic role.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is William Henry Gates III, but is also known as Trey and Bill Gates. He was born October 28, 1955 in Seattle, Washington, making him age 67 at the time of this production. He stands at 1.78 meters or 5 feet 10 inches tall. Gates is an avid reader, and the ceiling of his large home library is engraved with a quotation from The Great Gatsby. He credits Warren Buffett as his favorite mentor/best friend. Gates plays the card game Bridge and the board game Settlers of Catan. He loves to play tennis. Gates purchased the Codex Leicester, a collection of scientific writings by Leonardo da Vinci, for $30.8 million at an auction in 1994. Gates and his wife combined 3 family foundations to create the charitable Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation in 2000, the largest transparently operated charitable foundation in the world. On December 9, 2010, Bill and Melinda Gates and investor Warren Buffett each signed a commitment called the Giving Pledge, which is a commitment by all 3 to donate at least half of their wealth over the course of time to charity. Despite his wealth and extensive business travel, Gates flew coach, economy class, and commercial aircraft until 1997 when he bought a private jet. On May 10, 2022, Gates said that he tested positive for COVID-19 and was experiencing mild symptoms. Gates has received 3 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. In 1987, Melinda French went to work in the product development division of Microsoft. At some point, she and Bill were seated next to each other at a work dinner. They hit it off, and Bill was soon calling Melinda to ask her out. Melinda eventually rose to the position of General Manager of Information Products. She stayed with Microsoft until 1996. Bill and Melinda married on a golf course on the Hawaiian island of Lanai on January 1, 1994. They have 3 children, Phoebe Adele, Rory John, and Jennifer Catherine. On May 3, 2021, the Gateses announced that they had decided to divorce after 27 years of marriage and 34 years as a couple. The divorce was finalized on August 2, 2021.
Without a miracle in storage that we don't expect at all, it just doesn't create the solution.
He was born to William H. Gates Sr. and Mary Maxwell Gates. His father died in 2020 and his mother died in 1994. Bill was bullied as a child and he enrolled in the private Lakeside Prep School at the age of 13. Bill wrote his first software program at this school. Later, he took an interest in programming the GE system in BASIC when the Mothers Club of his school used proceeds from a fundraiser to purchase a Teletype Model 33 ASR terminal and time on a GE computer for students. Bill wrote his first program, which was a tic-tac-toe game on this computer, and players played the game against the computer. Bill, along with his friends, including Kent Evans, Paul Allen, and Rick Weiland, were found exploiting the bugs in the operating system to get more time on the machine, and they were banned from using the computer. Bill and Allen went on to form a company called Trafodata. They eventually created traffic counters on the Intel 8008 processor. Bill graduated from Lakeside in 1973 and went on to enroll at Harvard. However, he dropped out at the end of his sophomore year. In 1975, he co-founded Microsoft with Allen, and they adapted BASIC in the beginning. In 1980, IBM offered them to write the BASIC interpreter for IBM's upcoming PC called the IBM PC. The operating systems of Microsoft became popular, and they introduced an operating environment known as Windows in November 1985. Windows quickly dominated the personal computer market of the world. Microsoft experienced phenomenal success. In 1989, MC Office was introduced by Microsoft. During the mid-1990s, Bill focused on developing the Microsoft Network. He later stepped down as CEO of Microsoft in 2000, however, he retained his position as chairman. Over the next years, Bill gradually transferred his duties to others and started focusing on his philanthropic work. In 2014, he finally stepped down as chairman and started serving as a technology advisor to support CEO Satya Nadella. In 2018, he also met the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, to discuss investment opportunities for Saudi Vision 2030. On March 13, 2020, Microsoft announced Gates would be leaving his board positions at Berkshire Hathaway and Microsoft to dedicate his efforts to philanthropic endeavors. Since leaving day-to-day operations at Microsoft, Gates has continued his philanthropy and works on other projects.
It can change and generate over the 24-hour period when the renewables are not fully available.
Over much of the last 20 years, Bill Gates has been the richest person in the world. He dropped to the second richest person in the world in July 2017 when he was overtaken by Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. Today, he's consistently one of the 5 richest people on the planet. Today, he owns less than 1.3% of Microsoft. Bill Gates has sold at least $40 billion in Microsoft stock and collected over $12 billion in dividends since the company's IPO in 1986. He used that money to create the holding company Cascade Investment, which has continued to grow and includes investments in companies such as Canadian National Railway and AutoNation. Bill Gates' net worth is $114 billion. Bill Gates' family owns a number of impressive properties around the U.S. He likely owns residences abroad as well, though less is known about these purchases. In Washington, Bill Gates owns an unbelievably amazing mansion nicknamed Xanadu 2.0. All flooring is heated, including walkways and even the driveway. Located on the side of a hill overlooking Lake Washington in Medina, Washington, the main house alone is 66,000 square feet. The estate has a 60-foot swimming pool with an underwater music system, a 2,500 square foot gym, and a 1,000 square foot dining room, 6 kitchens, and a dining hall that can seat 200 people. The home features all kinds of automation with over 52 miles of optic cables. Family members and visitors are set up with a microchip tag that can control the setting for each room they walk into, controlling lighting, heating, music, and even your preference of art on digital displays. All rooms also have their own touchpad to control every aspect of the room. He owns the following cars: a Mercedes S-Class, a Mercedes 500 SL, a Porsche 959, a BMW 7 Series, a 1991 Porsche 911, a Porsche 930 Turbo, a Tesla Model X, a Porsche Taycan, a Ford Focus. He also owns multiple private jets and a yacht.